Oh boy, starting again on my Rimworld adventure. Um, I'm going to try something slightly different from last time, and the world has only, I think, one or two bases for every character, or every faction. There's a lot of factions because I have the Forgotten Realms factions on, so there's D&D characters, or faction races, so they're racial specific, but I also have Rimworld specifically because it means that you will have these factions expand base-wise and fight with other factions. And there is one rival, and my rival is the Empire of Apostolia, which is the Shattered Empire faction. Rimworld Royalty DLC adds them. And then I have somewhere is Exiled Dawn, which is a mod faction someone made, and the idea behind them is they're a royal house within the Empire that was exiled, and then eventually they eventually fled to. They were exiled because they were too powerful, and then they eventually fled to here and encountered remnants of the Empire. So, Exiled Dawn is going to be we're going to attempt to ally with them at least a little bit for now. Fight off other factions. I'm not going to explain or make a backstory. Either way, I'm going to start with a lot of steel, silver, and meals and medicine, which I probably don't need all that medicine, but the goal is to, because this might get really laggy because of Rimworld, the goal is to eventually found an Empire faction base somewhere on the mainland here, or maybe build the capital over here, maybe on this cloud forest. I'm not sure exactly, because at some point the mechanoids are going to invade, and if I'm on an island, they don't seem to expand off the island. They only expand around my base. So if I tile out everything here, then they can't spawn here, but then I'd have to travel. It just starts with 20 in every stat because skill decay is a thing. Bunch of mods with all this stuff. So there's factions, there's orbital junk. A lot of the mods that I have focus on base building and expansion and stuff, so I build it 3 because it looks nicer, in my opinion. Usually I like to build the center of the map something. I think this time I need to fix this fire. I think I'll build a vault here eventually, maybe, or just maybe the royal thing, because I'd like to build because this faction is a hideout faction. It's not a clan like I used to play as a clan. The Viking vanilla factions expanded Viking, and that had a different symbol, but this is a hideout, so it's like that symbol. But the Vikings symbol is just like a longhouse, but I like the idea at least of like a longhouse because I have hospitality, and I used to have tenants on, so you could. Tenants is like you rent a room per person, they stay here and they pay you. Which I'd like to add at some point if possible. Hospitality is similar. I don't remember what the icon is. It's guests, because there is an icon. But then you can have them stay here, you can entertain them, and create friendships with them, manage where they go and stuff. And the thing I'm going to try differently this time is not have just a big bedroom, barracks, hallway. I'm going to actually build like, if I build a farm, let's say I build a farm here, I'm going to actually build like a little house for the farmer to then live here, and then make that area the only, not the only place they can be, but like their main place, and then they can come in to eat all that stuff. So their job will be where they located, or are located somewhat. It's the idea. But we need to build the base first, so I have a mod that means that to build structures, you have to cut wood, and then you turn those logs that you get out of the trees into lumber. Be a wood bench, and then to build the wood bench, you need to make a crafting spot to hand cut the lumber. So it's slightly more complicated. and because this is a little overpowered, basically has no mood penalty. Extreme break threshold's 0.5%, and minor break is 1%, so it's very unlikely we'd ever get there, especially once we get other stuff going. I also have reduced animals and plant life. Animals simply because I don't want a ton of animals roaming around constantly, and mainly because I feel like isolated base is better. I'm going to... I've had dev mode on for this time because I was doing something earlier. Which was making this a little more isolated. I was thinking of making this island smaller, like putting marsh around here, which I think is a good idea, and I'm gonna do that one there, and put one there, and put one there. Yeah, so these are gonna be cold bog. I'll put a marsh by the ocean. Maybe a sandbar. It's like there would be a river here, but it's a little too low. I have Forsaken Crags here because it's underground cave system thing, and then I have Alpine Meadows to a Cloud Forest because I like those biomes. Maybe not use them, I'm not sure. Anyway, we also have achievements, which is the goal is to get all these. Of course, this is cheating, and then this is cheating too because I spawned in this stuff instead of having it falling out. I need to uninstall this mod and reinstall it for it to work, I think. I'm not sure why it doesn't show up. But it's just armor and craftable armor versions, which I can do anytime. Soft and delicate Cave World shimmer shrooms, much appreciated for the subtle taste they consider delicacy. I got intel about Cave World Flora Unleashed because I thought that'd be an interesting mod, and it's pretty good. Miner is light. Agile lights. Okay. I also want to figure out what type of wood I want to use. I think I'm going to use pine, just because pine is, moderate to low durability softwood. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't use pine. Harvest yield birch. Birch is perishable hardwood. Poplar is non-durable hardwood. So poplar breaks easily. Pine is moderate to low durability softwood, perishable hardwood, so I should make everything out of birch. Could always grow other types of trees later, but mixed wood it is for now. I have a mod. I have the field stove textured mod, so it makes it texture. So I can't grow there. So we're gonna have to make food at some point. So I also have the texture mod. Perhaps they should have taken the generic sawing noise instead of the not generic sawing noise. I mean generic hand saw noise, like the shush, shush, shush. Not the electric saw noise. It's like a table saw or something. Spinning down. I think I'll go with that.